I'm trying to find a way to make a YouTube intro that's not like, hey, welcome back, or hey guys, or hey everyone. I feel like that's just so overplayed and like that's so not me. I'm just gonna say hey y'all. So I decided to do a video on how I style my hair after wash days. There's different ways I like to style my hair, but particularly this way is what I've been doing recently. This is actually my hair after 4 days or 3 days later, so it's still really good, and I've been using the same products that I'm using in this video. And I really resorted to YouTube when I first started figuring out my curl journey. I never really knew how to style my hair, or what to do, or what products not to use, or what to use, or what brushes to use. So it's definitely been a ride, but now that I've kind of got things figured out and knowing what products I really like using, or just like a lot of trial and error, which is kind of diving into like the whole curl process itself, I feel really confident in how I've been doing my hair. And I used to wash my hair 2-3 times a week, which I know is really bad for curly hair, but I didn't know that you can actually have really nice curls after 5 days. I wash my hair every week, just like once a week or so. I hope that you find this video helpful. I hope there's something that you could take away from it. Without further ado, let's get into my styling routine. So I'm gonna take off my, what is this called? Microfiber towel. That's what I wrap my head in right after the shower, so it like soaks up a little bit of the excess water. Okay, so this is it, kind of dry. So curls are looking kind of good. So I'm gonna go ahead and spritz my hair with the Prose Leave-In Conditioner. This is for Revive Lengths and Curl Enhancement. It's customized towards my needs and goals. So I'm gonna go ahead and just spritz that all over. I like to really focus on the ends because that's usually the driest. And I like to focus near the frame of my face because that's also like my dry areas too. So now that's sprayed all over, I'm gonna go ahead and go in and use my curl cream, and this is for my curl definition, and I'm just gonna rake that in and really focus on also combing backwards and lifting up the hair on my scalp so that I create some volume with my hair. To make sure my hair is like evenly distributed with the curl cream, I'm gonna go in with this bendy comb. You could also kind of use it as a Demon brush, and I really like it when I'm detangling my hair in the shower because it really like doesn't pull on my hair, and it helps with just making it a little bit of an easier process. And lastly, I'm gonna go in with the Caviar Restructuring Bond Repair Leave-In Treatment. I kind of use this as my last step for all my products because it's like a creamy mousse that kind of gives it hold. So I've really been loving putting this in my curl routine. I had it in it last year and then I kind of swapped it out for gel, but my last time I went to go get my hair cut, my hairstylist told me don't use gel or mousse. It really just like dries out your hair, and I feel like I have seen my hair dry out a little bit faster when I'm using gel or mousse. I really like this. I feel like the bottle is almost done. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrunch it on my scalp to give it some lift, scrunch it all over, make sure all my whole head is kind of saturated and has that hold, and then I'm gonna flip my head over to make sure the back has some hold as well, because my back after a few days does not look good. So I'm gonna rub it in. Just go in and scrunch. And also what I love about this is it smells amazing. Like it smells so good. my hair is all crazy. I like to go in and give a little bit of love towards my like smaller pieces of my hair because it gets drier, and I really want that part to be defined because those are my things. Even though they don't really lay in the way that I want it to lay, the first few days are cute and then it does whatever it wants to. I think it also is trying to figure out the way that it wants to lay, and it's growing back. So yeah, I'll go in with my curl cream and just get my hands like full of product. Hopefully they'll dry cute. I know they will, but sometimes they do their own thing, and I mean most of the times they do their own thing, and I'm just like, why are you doing that? Okay, it's time to dry my hair now. I'm not gonna bore you to death with drying my hair because this part takes a while and it's so boring. I would usually let it air dry, but since my hair is pretty dry already, I'm just gonna go in and dry it completely. I think something important to mention is that when I blow dry my hair, I always start with like the outside and the roots, so that part is really dry before going in and like really cupping the curls and doing all that jazz, because it will help the lack of frizz. And I still have frizz regardless, so I personally don't really mind doing that. This is what I've seen work for me, so I'm just gonna continue with it. Okay, now that my roots I feel like are kind of dried, I'm gonna go in and like cup everything and like flip my hair upside down and do all that, so that way I'm like almost 80%, 90% of the way. So it's pretty much dry at this point. Like there are some wet spots still, but that I'm not worried about. It's like 80% dry. Now I'm gonna go in with my hair oil, just like finger coil some of the frizz and shake out my hair. And that's pretty much it. So wash day is now complete, and I don't have to wash my hair for another 5 to 7 days, depending on my level of activity and how much I sweat, or when it just starts to look like the curls are dying. Usually my second day hair looks so much better than my first. I'm really excited to see how my hair looks this week. That's pretty much it.